The following game has not been rated by the ESRB. However, it does contain light to moderate amount of combat, as well as things exploding and an active volcano, which, well, kills everything that is not hiding. So, figure probably around, if it were to get an ESRB rating, probably around teen or so. So, with that in mind, anyone under the age of 13 or so probably should not be watching this video. Also, furthermore, this game is technically still in early access. That means this game is not complete. So therefore, what you will see in the following video may not reflect the final product that is eventually finished. You have been warned. Greetings and salutations, I am Outlier and I bid you welcome to this channel. Joining me today is of course my usual co-hosts, Snowball and Wolf. And today we're returning back to Volcanoids. So the premise of Volcanoids is that you're an explorer who has been sent to a volcanic island. See, I don't think it's actually considered tropical. It doesn't contain very many like fauna or flora. Actually, it doesn't have any fauna. Maybe that's going to be in a different update, but I'm moot point. Anyway, they don't have the standard flora I've been known to associate with tropical islands, but it is a volcano, and volcanoes can occur in other places other than the tropics. In fact, the so-called Ring of Fire basically circumnavigates the entire Pacific Ocean, if memory serves. So you're sent to this island, as I said, and your job is to explore it because it was originally settled by your people, but then the volcano erupted and forced a lot of the settlers to flee, so you've been sent back to the island to see if it's viable for habitation once again. Fun fact, the volcano is still erupting, so arguably it is not. In addition to the volcano, there are other hazards, like cliffs, the occasional lava pool, as well as an entire innumerable army of robotic automatons known as cogs that travel around in these vessels known as drill ships. And the only defense you have against the cogs, as well as solace against the volcano, which erupts, well, actually not only quite frequently, but on a regular basis, is your own drill ship. At the very beginning of the game, you commandeer an unoccupied drill ship, or on the harder levels, just flat out steal one. But you have your own drill ship, which serves as both your mobile manufacturing facility, storage facility, as well as mobile defensive platform and base. That's only because the defenses are no longer up to snuff. And as you explore the island, you discover various cog installations, and you also discover that the cogs are mining the volcano for unknown reasons, although I would assume it's for raw materials, to build more of themselves, which leads to their innumerable part, because they're constantly replenishing however many you take out. Oftentimes, as you're taking them out, I still haven't forgotten that one time I tried to raid a drill ship, and it just ended up being just this long slog of reinforcements I kept taking out.
But that was at least one major update ago, and I don't believe that happens anymore. I should also point out that this game is still technically classified as early access, so everything that you see in the video and everything that I do in the video may not be fully reflective of the final product, given the fact that they're still updating it in a periodic but still constant way. In fact, as I began filming this, I saw a notice that they are playing the next big update, but as usual, I'm not that on top of it, so I don't actually know what the update entails. So it could be quite possible, while not this episode includes any new changes, the episode or possibly the episode after this one very well maybe, but that's another issue for not right now. Still, fair warning. And as such, this game is of course made by. Thank you again. And that being said, let us begin.
Okay, so here we are at the drill ship. I call the drill ship the auger. Don't know if I'm up or down. Let's jump. Nope, I'm up. Window's still open. Okay, so I am actually on the surface. If memory serves, I am never going to get used to that. Every game has one key to do everything, one specific function, and this game has a different key. Anyway, so I'm currently at the location known as the harbor. It's the only truly safe location on the island where you don't get attacked by cogs, even if after you take out the first installation, or laser drill as it's officially called, and all the enemy cog drill ships go away. I still consider this the only real safe spot, because there is one enemy drill ship just running about out there. In fact, that 2-star shield thingy, or at least the shield with the 2 stars on each end, is the cog drill ship. It's a 2-star military drill ship, which means it's geared more towards combat than, say, refining, research, or manufacturing. Anyway, this metal-looking thing off in the distance is the submarine. That is the home of the one and only other person on the island, the captain of the sub, who technically is running the expedition. And, well, he's giving you all your quests and basically telling you what to do and giving you your marching orders. So he's the only other person on this island, and these buildings are currently unoccupied and can't be entered, at least for now. And they are one of the many remains of the prior settlement on this island. So if you haven't seen last episode, I am at the harbor because last episode I took out the second laser drill, and went to go exploring the third area, where we promptly got attacked and the auger got heavily damaged. So I came back here to the harbor to repair and refit. And it turns out to refit, to upgrade all the little sections that I need, I require resources I just do not have. Also, it's in the process of upgrading the hull and tracks, so hopefully it'll make it more defensively minded. But yeah, for a lot of things like newer turrets, more advanced power generation and storage, even upgraded production research and refinery capabilities, I'm going to need more resources and more advanced parts, which I do not have access here. And if I go to the area where they are accessible in, chances are the auger is going to get its butt kicked quite easily. But I still gotta go there, so let's shut everything down and send the auger back underground. Because we're going to do some raiding, just not of the enemy. Also, I should probably build titanium armor. Probably should have done that before I left. I mean, it's not like I'm actually left. I can still get back up, and I can actually park in this second area. Because much like the first area with the second laser drill gone, most of the enemy cog drill ships should have technically left. So, and I know that the auger in its current form, or at least what it's currently equipped with, should be able to defend itself against most, if not everything, found in Area 2. But yeah, this is the enemy drill ship that I was talking about. This is it right here. It's smaller than mine because it's not as advanced, but it still has defensive turrets. So I try not to deal with the tangle with the military ones unless I absolutely have to, or if they're just in the way. Now, I am running around grabbing as much coal as I can get because the auger ever hungers for coal, as well as any random sulfur and copper that I need, because while the more advanced components don't always need them, well, don't really need copper and iron and the like, a lot of the no longer advanced but still needed things like ammo and spare parts and whatnot do, and I'm constantly running out of copper and iron, especially nowadays. Also pick up this hydraulics because while I probably don't need it, they are rather harder to find than, say, the production model tier 2s. I said model when I meant module. Oh well. Pick up this iron scrap while I'm on the way. Also, this timer that's counting down is counting down for when the next volcanic eruption is. Also grab this thing of sensors. Where am I? I want the tunnels. Do I want the tunnels? I don't think I want the tunnels. Huh. So if this bridge area leads to Area 3, where's this bridge go? I mean, it looks like it... heads straight into the lava. I mean, it is right up north of my current position. On the plus side, found an analyzer in a research module tier 3. That's always fun, except I don't have the inventory space in the default. Just grab everything. Say in the default drill ship inventory. In fact, I don't really have much space in. We good? I'm guessing we're good. Wait, do I actually have coal in here. In my pockets. Anyway. Grab you and grab you. I don't really need the corundum drill parts because I needed the corundum drill parts to get to this area. And I can only have one drill at a time, so I don't really need more. Oh look, a three-star manufacturing drill ship. So this is what I'm currently up against in this area. As you can see, this drill ship's about the same size as mine. But since it's not military based, it doesn't have, I really wish the periscope had a zoom function. But it's not as heavily armed as, say, a military one would be. But it's still got a whole bunch of cogs just standing around. Definitely a 2-slot turret, so that's probably a Gatling turret, if not a mortar turret. Or a sniper turret. I think it's got multiple barrels, so I'm assuming it's a Gatling turret. Whereas that's probably either a submachine gun or a shotgun turret. You can't really see the symbols from this far out. But that's basically what I'm up against in this area, and that's the lightly defendable ones. So what I'm really looking for is, actually, I'm looking for a mine, which I'm not certain I mean, that's an old refinery village. I could probably find the refineries that I need there. But I know in the other areas there are what's known as mines, which are areas that get you quite a bit of resources, of a specific resource. And I generally hit up the copper mine. I believe that there is a crystal mine that I came across, and somewhere I'm assuming there's an iron mine. So I'm assuming that there's at least one mine for each resource, and each resource, well, that's in their respective areas. So since I'm getting titanium and diamonds from this area, I'm assuming that if there is a titanium and / or diamond mine, it would be in this area as well. I just need to go find it, and unfortunately, since I'm technically underground, it looks like a lighthouse. Another building I can't get into. I just have to run around until I actually find it. I don't know if... Yeah, just being underground doesn't really uncover these areas. So I may not actually find it without actually popping up and exploring on foot. Which would be problematic because the auger can't defend itself in this area. Ooh, tier 3 production. I need one of those. I actually need like 3 or 4 of them if memory serves. I'll take this transmission. Which I can't because the inventory is full. Again. Let's take out some coal just so that way I have a spare slot, and this is now filled. So I'll dump it in here. The coal doesn't really get used unless it's on, and while underground and moving around in this, the drill ship usually isn't on. So I'm not really burning coal per se, although you'd think that since it is drilling around, it would use power. Alright, that's all lava, and this temperature gauge here denotes how much heat the drill ship can take before it starts melting, with this line being the threshold between perfectly fine and we're all going to perish. Horribly. So, is this the same one? Yeah, I think this is the same drill ship. And while it's not much of the heat isn't really much of an issue wandering around digging through dirt and rock, going through lava does cause problems. And there have been times when I've been trying to pass through lava, like say to get, this raw diamond, and I'm not getting this raw diamond, by the way, because I wouldn't be able to get up and back without melting the drill ship. So this is a research one. The other one was geared towards making things. This one's geared towards figuring things out. That looks like a power plant. At least one turret and a whole bunch of cogs just running off into the wilderness. I mean, hopefully I can just find all the resources that I need. Why is that one yellow? Cog Hills. Alright, so what makes you so special? I mean, yeah, you're a military drill ship. Unless this is the one the quest specifically wants me to take on, in which case the answer is no. Because it's got, as I said, the military ones are geared towards war, so it has, I would assume, at least one Gatling turret. I'm assuming since that one looks slightly different, that's actually a sniper turret. And that, I'm assuming, is a mortar turret. That's a mortar, and that's something even worse. So it's basically suicide plus a whole bunch of military grade cogs running around in here. Just grab the diamond. No refinery ones. I will, however, go down and start emptying out my pockets of things, because the inventory is actually filled mostly with coal. You would think I'd be smart enough just to take all the coal out and shove it somewhere else. Also, as you can see now, I've wasted, well, I haven't really wasted, I've used up enough time that there's now less than 2 minutes before the volcano starts erupting. Which is what the rumbling sound is, if you can hear it. And if we go to a nice little patch of soft soil here, I can use the periscope, I can go take a look at it. And that's a whole bunch of cogs. And I wonder if this dirt line's natural or if a drill ship was here. Anyway, there's a tree in the way, so it makes it difficult to see, but oh look, here's another research drill ship. So that's the volcano right there. And that air raid siren is... Now, you would think that the cops would see a large metal pipe sticking out of the ground for no apparent reason. And if not trying to shoot it, they would at the very least not run into it or through it. But anyway, after a while, all the cog drill ships pack up and start going underground, which means that guy is now toast because he got left behind. And the reason why all these drill ships are needed and they can travel below ground and they're so necessary for exploration and survival is because that thing, when it explodes, wipes everything clean on the surface. So to watch this guy, once the ash cloud hits in about 20-ish seconds, maybe a little bit more, the game is going to despawn him. And he wandered off so I can only see. But I've had it where I can't really see them go away, but I've heard them walking, and there goes the boom. And suddenly they stop walking, and they're no longer around. So this large mushroom cloud you do not have to worry about, because that's just there for aesthetic purposes. What you do have to worry about is this wall of death. This is the pyroclastic flow, or pyroclastic flow, if I can pronounce it correctly, which is what was primarily responsible for wiping out Pompeii. And basically this blankets the whole surface of the island and turns everything from green to gray. So all the trees lose their leaves, all the grass turns to ash. It will all eventually grow back in about 12 minutes because the plants are hardy here, as are the birds apparently, which you never see, but once everything goes green, you can hear them again. And all the little deposits and whatnot that are down here calculate and respawn. So if I go back to... Oh, this is now a production model, as this production one just comes back up. Also, the drill ships generally change. You don't really see them move in between eruptions, but they will cycle around come the next eruptions. As I was saying, this one... Actually, I have no idea if this wasn't here already, but I probably can't pick it up because this is filled. Okay, where is... Here we are. No quest available. So I know one of these quests requires that I pick up multiple broken refinery and production modules to turn into intel to build better modules. I don't remember exactly how many I actually need, and that is a chunk of diamond I am not going to get because this is a whole lot of lava from here and there. Yeah, these small little rivers are easy to cross, but as you can see, I'm fairly certain I've been here before, would have picked this up, except the drill ship inventory is full because large amount of coal. Really should empty that out. And there's a refinery one here. Alright, let's do something crazy and stupid. Let's grab this and run. because we almost melted. As you saw this line, if you're watching, this bar almost hit this line. Also, this bar is general drill ship health, so as it takes more damage, this bar will eventually decrease until, I would assume, the auger explodes. There's something damaged on the hull, I just haven't found it yet, so that's why the bar isn't full. Here's another military drill ship. Doesn't appear to be as heavily armed as the one I was looking at before. It looks like it's only got 2 turrets on this side, as opposed to one very large gun as well. I was saying the other one that I was looking at was had a yellow shield insignia, whereas this one does not, but it's still a 3-star one. Just help myself to this research module, grab this coal because the auger still always hungers. And I always think I have enough coal until I run out, and I don't realize I run out until, well, I actually run out. Let's grab this diamond as well. And this refinery module. This thingy and this diamond. Alright, so how many diamonds do I in fact have? I'll say 31, but that's titanium. Now, I do have, if I go over here, this will tell me everything that I currently have in inventory. So it looks like I have 30 raw diamonds completely. So everything that I have is in general storage. I have no crystal, 14 iron ore, 31 titanium ore, 11 copper ore, as well as 64 sulfur ore. Now, I do mean to upgrade this with something that gets me a few more screens, so that way, as I get access to more resources and other fun stuff, now I have spots to put them. So I would say I think I needed only like 25 diamonds. Also, I can sneak down into the subterranean area and pick up more stuff. So I can pick up more raw diamonds here. Take a look at this research. Oh look, diamonds right there. That crystal? I think crystal's green, but diamonds are supposed to be blue. Anyway, resources right there. And this is another research drill ship. I think the quest has me attack a 3-tier drill ship. Doesn't say which kind. So I don't have to attack the military ones. This is another refinery. This leads somewhere. I don't think you can access the second area from the, I guess maybe you can. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you can access the second area from underground. But I'm now in iron territory. Well, there's raw crystals. Actually, let's stop here and poke up. I have no idea where the crystals are. Anyway. Of course, this is underground resources, which aren't reflective of what's on the surface. Yeah, this is only a 2-star one. So I'll still grab the iron ore and raw crystals, so that way I have spare inventory. Hey. Of course, my pockets are full. It's kind of bugged me that I had to leave stuff behind. But oh well. Anyway. So, since the second area should be, I would say, devoid of all life, but that's not entirely true, but since the second drill laser is gone, there shouldn't be as many cogs in the second area. So let's actually pop up here at Molten Lake. I'll turn everything on, and the turrets should be able to defend the auger at this spot. But I can do my retrofitting over here. That way I don't have to go all the way back to the harbor. I mean, I could go all the way back to the harbor. I like being at the harbor. Alright, so I actually do need 3 of each. 3 production and 3 refining. I need to make 5 tier 3 refinery intel, as well as have 15 diamonds. I should have the diamonds. Anyway, so if I just open up all of these, of course, if I find I was gonna say that turned everything on, but no, that's the dial that turns everything on. So I pull this lever to actually turn everything on. You'd think I would know this by now. Drill ship storage full. Right, and I can't deploy the research module because I don't have enough core slots. Apparently my energy was also low. Weird. Should be power plants, then storage. Of course, it is draining and then going back up, so. But now that storage is open, I should be able to just simply access any storage from here. So I can pop all this stuff back in, and it will go to, well, any storage that has room, truth be told. Alright, so this is still working on the better hull, and the automatic ones, if we go over here, are in the process of building more iron screws and then tubes, and it looks like it's good everything else. The same with the copper stuff. The titanium stuff seems to be fine. We seem to be good with all this stuff. Getting the doors do that. Whereas over here, it's still refining more titanium. I'm assuming it's probably done refining all the iron that I have available. It's melting down other things. And it's not researching anything because the research module isn't open. Okay, so once the hull's upgrade's done, I'm going to need to upgrade the, and isn't really much back here other than the back turrets. And it doesn't look like anything's damaged back here. Also, random storage for just small amounts of older ammo because I never got around to moving that. I don't really use the back of the drill ship all that much. I probably should. In fact, once I get a second carriage, which would increase the auger to its maximum length, I'll probably have more room than I know what to do with. Alright, so the hull is done and it's working on the tracks, so I should probably put... I need 1 Intel Tier 3 research and a diamond. And 1 Tier 2 alloy. So that's actually the engine. I need the core. Here it is, core. 1 titanium plates, 1 diamond, and 1 Intel production. Okay, we'll put that in. I think I have spare production intel. Yeah, I have 9 spare production intel, 1 refinery intel, and 0... Oh, that's refinery and then research. Green is research, red is refining, blue is production. Everything is color-coded, including the cogs. So if I'm fighting a green cog, he's going to be research-themed, red refinery-themed, blue production-themed, and black is military-themed. Because there's no military refining, well, there's no military modules. And for instance, there are military modules. There's turrets out the wazoo, but there is no research for. Well, there's no tiers of research for military intel. I don't need military intel to build any fancy turrets, at least not yet. So there's that. So I don't, and plus there's nothing that would allow me to turn an object into military intel, so there's no military research. Are we done yet? No, we're at 82%. Now, I don't remember if... Yeah, I need to find 15 diamonds, so it's currently in the... And it's now at 11, so I think... Now it's at 12, so it's currently in the process of refining the diamonds. Status board. Right, so the hull does not automatically get reinforced. I have to do that manually. It has a maximum resistance temperature of 662 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, cool. Good to know how hot the lava actually is, but then again, it is molten rock, and rock doesn't become molten except under extreme temperatures. So where is the upgrade? So that's track and hull, and it is now working on the core. Also, I would say pop in the engine, but I don't have the tier 3 research yet. Getting a new... That's why I don't have the tier 3 research yet. I never actually... I put in an order for a second engine upgrade, and I never got rid of it. Oh well, so it's making an engine upgrade. I would need the engine anyway because that's what gets me extra segments. So I can then put in this segment, which requires a whole bunch of copper stuff. But once that gets done, I can get a second carriage, which would be another one of these things, which would allow me to put in whole piles of extra stuff. Now, remind me, what do I need for tier 3? Okay, so I just need titanium for the coal plants, and titanium for the storage modules, plus active chests. So it's... And the tier 3 storage, well, the tier 3 modules take up 3 slots, whereas the tier 1s, which are these guys, take up 1. So if I replace all 3 of these with one tier 3 storage, I should say, I'll move these 3 and have to put in 1. So 1 can fit here. And then each carriage holds enough for 3 segments. So this is actually one long carriage. So this will be an extra segment, even though it has 2 here, because this is a tier 2 storage and this is tier 1. And, well, this is actually a power plant. But, so my plan is to, once I get the second carriage in, have all these be 4 tier 3 storage units. So these will all be storage. The second carriage will be basically the same, except for instead of storage, it will be power plants. So I'll generally put the power plants on the back of the drill ship and the storage on the front. No particular reason why, it's just how I feel like doing things. Force a habit, I guess you could say. Then, because I think the tier 2 turrets take up 2 slots, yeah, size 2. I'll have the Gatling turret, I'll make 4 Gatling turrets. I mean, I could technically do that now. Do I have enough bolts? Yeah, I think that's titanium bolts. Got 20 titanium bolts, and each one requires 2, as well as 5 titanium plates. And I have 20 plates. So, yeah, I could get 4. Would need more titanium tubes. Of course, I do have plenty of titanium to be made. Of course, that's not titanium, that's iron. This is titanium. I do have enough titanium. Apparently something is being made that required titanium plates. Alright, so no iron left to refine. At 27 diamonds, so that's currently maxed out. You make 5 Intel refinery tier 3s, which I just don't have access to right now. Okay, so it's now working on the core. So if I take the engine segment out, no, I actually have a spare core. I don't need this one. Just get rid of you. When did I make this? I do not remember. And pop this one in. Alright, so put in the new core. Actually, that's the engine. So put it in, as well as the hull and tracks and engine. So this is now all at tier 3. So now I have 200 core slots to play with. So I could now technically turn on the research modules, the research modules if I so wish, but it's going to automatically turn the damaged, destroyed production refinery modules that I have into tier 3 intel, which means it will no longer count for the quest. So I'm going to leave them off for now. And I would put in the extra segment, but I can only install it while underground just because of how the game works, because it would actually put it in between here, and the game can't account for that change unless I'm underground, because it physically changes the drill ship. So in about 5 minutes, I'm going to head down. Okay, so let's make 4 of these. Four sniper turrets. And 4 mortar turrets, just because I can. Alright, so it uses 5 core points. This is the Gatling turret. There's the pistol turret, so each turret uses 5. So if I pull I currently have a pistol and submachine gun turret in the front and the back areas. And if I pull each of these to put in one Gatling, because it's size 2, I should actually get extra core points, because these 2 use 10, and these 2 use 10 as well, and each Gatling turret uses 5. So I'm currently using 20 core points for the turrets out front, and I replace it with ones that you would combined use 10. So I'll save core points there. The modules for power and storage use the exact same amount of core points regardless of how big they are. So if I replace every tier 2 storage that I have, or even tier 1 storage that I have, with a tier 3 storage, it would technically still use the exact same amount of core slots, and I'd be able to store more. So that's the advantage there. Same with the power plants. And no materials, because I do not have enough plates and tubes, although I should have plenty of ingots to turn into such. And I should have, yeah, this is a tier 3 production, so it should be able to make everything as fast as, well, it can. It is high-end resources, so they do take longer than, say, the copper ones, but they are getting there. And it's not, and I just realized, the turrets actually need copper gun parts as well. Yeah, copper gun components. So remember when I said that even though I don't actually need copper, I still technically need copper? I have 53 copper ingots. Why aren't I making copper gun pieces? Because they're in the process of making plates, and it's on the same one. Alright. Okay, so now I have 2 minutes to hide, so let's rig the auger for dive, and that includes closing all the doors, which I technically don't need to do. But I like doing that just for fun. Yeah, I'm going to assume all the upper doors are closed. Close this door. Close this door because I got about 1.5 minutes left. Hit the main auto shutdown valve and get the drill ship down. Alright, now we're underground. I'll take the minute to actually sneak down directly underneath. Just for fun. Because while the pyroclastic cloud kills everything on the surface, there's something far worse down below. In the meantime, since I'm underground, a new segment goes in. So if I actually, pop in here, actually, I'll wait until after the eruption, just simply because I have only 36 seconds left. So if I look at here, now I don't actually know which direction the volcano is going to come from. Well, the eruption is going to come from. So, should be fun. And boom. There we are. The wall of lava melts everything. I'm surprised the periscope doesn't melt. Alright, so with the new hull, the max temperature is 752 degrees Fahrenheit, and I have 20% armor now. Right, and if you notice, this bar should actually be higher. So now that all the resources have been reset down here, let's actually pop back into Area 3, just so that way I can get an extra production and refinery modules. So, for no other reason, so that way I can get that quest flagged off without actually having to attack anybody. Because Tier 3 drill ships are a pain in the butt. If I can be all sneaky and not fight one, I will be all sneaky and not fight one. Also pick up spare titanium and diamonds because I will most likely need all of them. Alright, so this is a refinery and I still technically need 5 refinery intel. So now that we are at a higher hull, we can be in the lava for faster, but we still can't be in there indefinitely. Oh look, here's a destroyed refinery module, as well as a whole pile of diamonds. So I'm tempted to grab these, and because... get out. Circle back around and grab this thing. Then grab this right here. Really need to remember, the higher hull gets me better resistance, but this arrow denotes where the temperature is, and if you see it, as soon as I enter the lava, it goes back above the line, so I'm still not impervious to the lava. I believe that actually comes later? I don't know if they changed it, but I do believe I'll just grab a spare one right now, because probably always need more destroyed refinery ones, especially considering I still have the Tier 2 refinery installed, and I need to make a third. So I just grab this titanium. Sneak back through here. that should be the last production unit that I need. Alright, and that's all lava, so let's not go through there. Pick up more coal because the auger, as usual, ever hungers. Especially now with more meteor chunks. Grab these diamonds on the way out. Yeah, still that guy. I wonder if I actually have to fight him for the tier 4 stuff. That's more lava. More lava, more lava. Extra analyzer and some coal. This is the bridge? Yeah, this is the bridge. Okay. At least a bridge, I should say. Alright, and that's filled, so let's just pop back out up at the mountain view. Actually, let's grab this coal first. Then let's pop back up at the mountain view. At least we get a better glimpse at the volcano from here. And as you can see, it's the front of the auger, one carriage, two carriages now, and then the back. So the auger is now as big as it's going to get. At least as far as I know, it's as big as it's going to get. So now, we can turn this on. And that other quest is now complete because I found enough broken refinery and production modules to get it complete without actually attacking the drill ship. A drill ship. So now that I have enough core slots, I can also turn on the refinery because I no longer need the production units just hidden away. I'm still getting positive power flow. But now I can actually make the tier 3 refinery intel. But I don't think I have enough for 5. But it is cranking them out. Slowly. Very slowly. Do I have... Alright, so I only have advanced the tier 3 for advanced production. So I would still need, even once I get various upgrades, I'm still going to have to research advanced research and advanced explosives and advanced refining in order to get the higher end modules, which is why I need 5 Intel refinery. And I'm slowly getting there. I don't think I have enough broken... Yeah, I don't have enough broken refinery modules. I only have 3 instead of the 2 that I would need. On the plus side, it's almost done the final Gatling turret. Which means I'm going to need Gatling ammo. Which means I'm going to need to use the new carriage. You know what? I should probably have multiple multiples of these production stations. Do I even have spare ones? No, I don't believe so. Well, the difference between the automated ones and the standard ones is that, well, the automatids are automated and the standards are standard. That everything that goes to the production station, I have to physically select and choose. Whereas everything that goes into the automated ones, I still have to technically select and choose, but once it's selected, it'll produce it up to a certain quantity. So, like for instance, right now it's trying to produce as many titanium tubes as it can up until it reaches 20. And then it'll move on to plates. Once it's done plates, it'll move on to technically titanium shell casings, which are at 20 already. So it'll just skip that and move on to 10 copper gun components, which is what I will need in order to make the remaining turrets. But I do have the 4 Gatling turrets now done. I don't know why that's in inventory. Some mortar turrets. I already have 3 mortar turrets. Well, I'm making 4 mortar turrets if I have already have 3. That's sniper turrets. Make 1 more mortar turret because I only need 1 more. Alright, and then let's pop out the old turrets and put in a new one. I should check. Yeah, no ammo, I know. So I'm currently at 145 core slots. If I yank out these turrets and put in another Gatling turret, I am now at 140. So it is, as I said and suspected, freeing up extra core slots for more things. I do have a spare thing right here, so, well, spare production unit with a empty slot. So if I go sniper turret ammo, Gatling turret ammo. So if I go this, it's going to make 500 Gatling rounds. And unfortunately, I don't have any spare Gatling rounds being made. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to remove the standard shotgun rounds and put in Gatling ammo here. So now it'll make Gatling ammo. And alright, I'll have it make 2,000 rounds. Because I think that's 2,000 rounds. That's 500 now, 1,000, assuming 150. Now it's 2,000. Okay. And as it's making more Gatling round ammo, it's turning it all into turret ammo. And once it gets to 2,000 turret rounds, for turret ammo, it'll stop taking out the Gatling ammo and start making regular ammo. In fact, let's actually remove the standard revolver ammo as well, and put in sniper rounds. I'll leave it at 100 rounds. I don't know exactly how much will stack, because I do plan on having sniper turret ammo, but, well, sniper turrets I should say, but I don't have a free spot to actually make the ammo, though since I'm playing by myself, I don't technically need the revive tool. So what I could do is put that in. And it's already made all the ammo for these sniper turrets, even if it is still working on building the sniper turrets. Alright, so if I go all the way back to the back end, it actually made 4 tier. That's right, it doesn't need the broken modules to make tier 3. Symmetry does have the Gatling turrets closer to the inside. I'll leave these blank for now. I don't know what I want there. I do know that I want an extra production station. I keep thinking it'll wait until these are done, but no, it won't. Just so that way, at least temporarily, just so I can make extra things while I wait on resources for the turrets to be built. So I do need tier 3 coal plants and technically 4 chests, because I also want 4 storages, and that should run the roof of the auger. I'm also going to need 3 floors, 3 ladders, 6 doors. So, 3 floors, 3 ladders. Alright, not enough space. I'm gonna have to wait until the modules are done. Why is there a production tier 3 module here? Weird. Anyway, I now have space for 6 doors, so that's always fun. So is this a tier 1 or a tier 3 or tier 2? But it's a tier 1 unit. Also, fit 1, 2, 3, I think? Let's put in another thing for... Alright, now I definitely don't have enough space for this thing. You know what I should do is make an extra one. Yeah, let's just make extra. This right here. And this will make the 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 4. Six, which means I don't need these here. Which also means I can put in 2 more of these. I can remove all the small ones. And put in the big one. Now, I did count out last episode that the large display gives me, takes up the same amount of space as 4 of the small ones, or medium ones I guess they are, but 4 of the 4-screen ones, but it actually gets me 20 screens, so I actually end up with more. And I might actually be able to fit... No, I think I can only fit 3 per side. Right, and that's actually all done. So I'll pop these back in, take these out. Right, I forgot the walls. So I'm also going to need 5 walls. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I would say are we out of copper, but so it's ingots. Oh, it's ore and then ingots. And it's actually over here now. Huh. Alright, so I may actually... No, I could put it here. Okay, so that puts it down here. So it's a representative of the graph. So wherever I put this, that's where the icon goes. So then it's sulfur powder down here. No, it's sulfur powder down there. Then for ore, sulfur ore. It'll be iron ore, crystal ore, diamond, titanium, then iron ingot, titanium ingot, diamonds, crystal, alloy tier 3, alloy tier 2, alloy tier 2, alloy tier 1, and black powder because why not? Alright, now I forgot exactly everything else that I had there, which should not come as a surprise. Just pack those away. Put you there. Huh. So I actually can't fit a third one. I can. Just have to squeeze it in. I'm trying to decide if I want to have, like, say, start with the production stuff here. So I'll have copper bolts, copper tubes, and copper plates right here, as well as bullet casings. And then the wire, the radiators, the gun components, just simply because. Then iron bolts, tubes, plates, bullet casings, the gears, the iron frames there, and then titanium, tubes, plates, and then their gun casings. Or do I just want to smush them all here? So all the iron components that are built go here, and then everything just shifts down one. And I think that's really all that I want to keep track of. I think I'm actually out of titanium. Huh. I mean, I do have 13 titanium ore, so refinery should be making it. I did not open the refinery module for some strange reason. Alright, so it should be turning all the remaining iron, copper, iron, and titanium into ingots, which are being made into other things. And then eventually it should turn the crystal and diamonds also into other stuff. Alright, so what I'm seeing is I'm actually going to need more copper because I don't have enough to make all the gun components that I need to finish the turrets. So I guess I get to go back to Area 1 in like 5 minutes. In the meantime, I did grab all the stuff, okay. So, floor here, floor here, floor here. I mean, it does make it look kind of cramped and no longer open, but that was the only wall I had. Now, part of me actually does like the small little chambered aesthetic, just simply because I like to treat this thing as a submarine, and if you've ever been on a submarine tour, or if you're actually served in the Navy on a submarine, in which case, thanks for defending the country, and you'll find that there's very little spare open space on a submarine. At least if memory serves, there's very little open space on a submarine. It's all watertight doors and small little sectioned off compartments. And the reason for that is if the hull ever breaches on an actual submarine, less chance of water flooding everything and, well, drowning everybody. Right, I don't think I actually needed 6 doors and walls, so I may have misjudged that. I did misjudge that, but you know what? That means I have spares for when... I mean, I didn't misjudge the doors, because I didn't account for the ones heading into the next chamber. But I did overjudge the walls. But you know what? I have spares for when somebody decides to blow up the walls. Alright, so I got 2 minutes left, so let's actually start closing the doors. At least for the areas that I'm not using. down the ladder. Yeah, I don't really spend much time on the upper deck, so I don't really keep those doors open. But everything's starting to shake, so let's close all the doors. I forgot to open up the windows, but oh well. But then we turn the drill ship off and head back down. Right, now that we're underground, I'm going to head back down and around. I mean, I could stay put and watch the volcano, but, you know, I've already seen the volcano. I am awed by its presence and its power and its majesty. But it's something I've already seen before, and I'd rather go running around looking for more resources than stare at a cloud of death. Plus, I do need more copper, which means I have to head back to Area 1 because there's no copper in these areas. So I guess I do have to eventually go back to the harbor anyway. What's this thing? Plus, I do also need one extra refinery tier module. Of course, I think I may have also collected all the Tier 3 broken refinery modules up here. But after the eruption, as I said before, it should all reset. Just grab this damn destroyed research one. Because I have a feeling after the refinery upgrade gets built, it's going to want me to build the... There goes the boom. The research one. Yep, and there we go. Everything resets. So just sneak in, grab that. I don't think I need any extras, but you know, if I do end up needing more, I can always come back. Right now, this is actually blocked by lava, so I don't think it can actually go directly back to the first area from the third area. I mean, technically, I have done it once in an older update. I have been able to actually sneak across the lava. I think I actually melted part of the auger along with it. But I was able to actually find an area that was thin enough I could actually sneak back through. Let me just grab these things real quick. Yep, it broke everything. But on the plus side, I'm back here. So, as you saw, it destroyed a whole bunch of, well, probably both my doors, truth be told, and one storage. So I may have actually lost stuff, because I'm fairly certain a lot of my storages were actually filled. But thankfully, it didn't break the turrets. I don't know why I'm picking up sulfur. It's not sulfur that I needed. It's copper. Alright, and here we are at the safe ground, so let's pop back up. And I can take a look at everything that broke. Now, I don't think it said Gatling turret destroyed, so I think my front turrets are still good. But I did lose the forward storage, so I think I'm out 24 objects. Or 24 stacks of objects, I should say. As well as the doors, because these are now holes, and that's busted. That, however, is not, so always fun. Unless it automatically reorganized everything, but I somehow doubt that. Anyway, so let's open everything back up, because while it says the safe ground, I'm not 100% certain it's actually fully safe. As I said before, the only place that I know for certain that is safe is the harbor. Alright, so I think I lost all the titanium plates. I could have sworn I had more of those. Also, I did pick up a whole bunch of copper. I wonder where it went. Could have sworn I just picked up a whole bunch of copper. Unless that's what got destroyed in the storage. Speaking of storages, where are my breach kits? Do I even have spare breach kits? I do have spare breach kits, so... I now have enough refinery pieces to... Let me just patch in the holes, which is kind of dangerous given the fact that those were technically, until I put in more door modules, those are technically the only ways in and out of the drill ship. So if I can't build more door modules, which... I mean, I can. I have enough pieces. I would have been stuck in the auger until I blew a hole in the wall. That's the wrong thing. I want doors, not walls. On a side note, the coal plants are done. As are the storage modules, I think. No, it's in the process of making them. Item missing. I need more titanium plates, which is why I think I'm actually out. But I do have access to the one storage module, which I can get. In the meantime, let me head all the way back in here. As I run clean through the entirety of the auger. To yank out this power plant, yank out this power plant, put in this power plant. And because this is actually a storage unit. Because the second carriage is new, I don't have to pull anything. Just put in more power plants. Alright, and they should generate enough power for everything. Now that that's done, I can actually yank these power plants. That's actually empty. And put in this storage. And since this is now open, if I were to say yank the remaining storages, technically everything from there should fill into here. At least it should. As far as I know, I still have access to everything. Alright, probably should not yank all the spare storages until I get the other storage containers built. And everything can just shift around. Power plant, that's storage. Nope, there's more power plants, okay. So I can put... Yeah, a lot of the coal plants are actually damaged. I should probably fix them. Stick those here, stick those there. That goes there, that goes there. How'd I end up with 5 submachine gun turrets? And 6 pistol turrets. Anywho, door. We're out of here. Build it. You go there. And that's a coal plant. That's the door. This is the other door. That's an actual door, as is this one. And that's a window, and that's a window. Alright, where are the repair kits? There we are. Grab a couple because it actually tried to melt the Gatling turrets. And it almost succeeded too. So that's fixed. these are actually fine. That's now empty. Why do I still have a spare power plant? Because it's damaged. So let's head all the way back to the new carriage, just for fun. But you know what? Let's not head all the way back to the new carriage. Let's actually go here and produce advanced refining. Yeah, advanced refining. I need 5 intel and 15 more diamonds. So I need 1 more intel research in order to get the upgrade refining. In the meantime, you go there, just to fix it. You go there, you go there, you go there. Then I fix all of these. Anything else? Nope, that's actually all the modules I had. Okay. And now that they're all fixed, they then get pulled. Because technically, I don't actually need them. I just wanted them fixed so that way before I pop them all into storage again. Just because I'm weird like that. Plus, so that way they stack better. Alright, in the meantime, where is the coal mine? Not coal, copper mine. The only mine I actually bother with mining. Oh look, more coal. The auger, ever, hungers. Now I'm heading around this way thinking that it's going to take me to the mine, but I believe the mine's actually here. Alright, now it's all dark in here, and I never did bother to figure out which key there is for the flashlight. If there even is a flashlight. Yeah, it's not L. That's the quest log. Not F, that's jump. T doesn't really do anything. And that's 82 copper there. And the schematic is now installed, so I now have the ability to refine higher end materials, and if I ever get around to actually building a tier 3 refinery module, it should also refine things faster. But as far as my understanding goes, in order to build a new module, I need a tier 3 refinery intel, and I only had 5, and I used all 5 in order to actually research the ability to refine better materials. So there's that. But say there's another copper. Alright, so that's 83 copper, so that should hopefully be enough. If I can remember which way is the front. Just for fun, here's some more copper out here. There we go. And now all I gotta do is just head back to the auger and shove it all in. Probably shouldn't run with my pickaxe. It's kind of a health and safety issue. That's a big gun. Probably should not have grabbed those. Probably should not have grabbed those grenades. That's shotgun shells. That's more grenades. That is my Gatling gun ammo. Where did I put that? Here we are. Also, I should point out, it's refining it as quickly as it's being made. That's why the inventory was kept jumping around. And it's out of titanium plates, because I'm out of titanium. On the plus side, it made all the mortar turrets, 2 mortar turrets that I needed. I thought I had 4. Oh well. Still. Module. 2 mortar turrets. And it actually needs iron. That's why I was able to build them. And not the snipers. So, much like copper, I'm out of iron. At least much like what copper was, I'm out of iron. But if I'm only using it to make copper gun components, that should be enough for the remaining turrets. Because I need 5 each for the 2 snipers, so that's 10. 4 each for the 2 mortars, that's 8, so 18 copper. And the gun components require 1 copper ingot each, so I have plenty enough for that. And as for I also need more plates to build titanium armor. On the plus side, I can now build the sniper rifle, which also take copper gun components. And I should, by just setting it up that way, have plenty of sniper ammo, and it's 30 sniper ammo per thing. Also, where'd the rifle go? Ah, there we are. Okay, so it's going sniper rifle, submachine gun, because I apparently still have that for some reason, the Gatling gun, and then the mortar. Right. Keep forgetting, there's no zoom on I guess there's no zoom on the sniper rifle, because I keep trying to rotate the mouse wheel, and it switches the guns. Okay. I mean, I can work with that. Of course, I don't know how effective it's going to be until I actually start shooting things. Because I really don't want to waste ammo. Because I'm weird like that. Speaking of ammo, I just realized what I wanted to do. So I'm going to have copper bolts, tubes, plates, and then bullet casings here. And then instead of them here, it's going to be the wire, the radiators, the plates, and casings here, this there, that there, this here, and this here, this here, this here, this here. I'll leave these spaces empty just in case some extra stuff pops up. But for the rest of this, it will be revolver ammo, high powered ammo. I think there is a third type of ammo there, so I'm not going to put that there. And then for here, it'll be shotgun rounds, slugs, AP slugs, submachine gun ammo, explosive submachine gun ammo. There's actually explosive sniper ammo, interesting. Gatling ammo. As far as I know, there's no multiple kinds of Gatling ammo. Actually, I do have submachine gun ammo. So where is a sniper turret? So sniper ammo. Put the explosive sniper ammo directly underneath that. And you know what? Mortars will go here. Gatling gun ammo will go there. The sniper rounds will go here. Because tools. Here we are. Grenades will go here. Explosives will go here. Health med kits will go here. Revive tools will go here. Then it'll be armor. And that's actually all of them. Huh. Then I'll have production intel here, refinery intel here, and then research intel here. Just so that way it wraps around. And that should technically be everything that I just want to keep track of. Of course, now I can't really see the armor. How close to the door can I make this? There, that there, that there. I mean, now I can see the armor, kind of, sort of, if I kind of angle it correctly and kind of squint. Also, I don't have turret ammo anywhere. Explosive ammo goes there. Pistol turret ammo goes there. Shotgun ammo goes there. Move that. And that. You know what? I'll keep the Gatling. No. Submachine gun ammo goes there. Sniper turret ammo goes here. I'll have Gatling ammo and then Gatling turret ammo there. Revive tool gets moved over here. And mortar turret ammo goes there. So I just realized I don't have any spot for... Alright, so the volcano erupts in 2 minutes. Grab this copper real quick. Let's head back to area 2 because I actually do need iron for the spare mortar turrets. I don't know why I picked up that crystal, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. And I'm not seeing any iron. There's some. I need 4, so I should look for 8. And boom! Now there's some iron. So that should get me 10 iron. So I should have enough to actually build the mortar turrets. Just grab this iron just as extra. As well as this. And I don't have enough space, so... out all that stuff. Shove it all in this one. I said get in that one. Just grab this iron. this iron. Then I also need a tier 3 refinery module. It's a tier 2 one. So I'm just going to pop back into area 3 real quick. Also need to grab as much titanium as I can find. A module here? There is not, no. There's some titanium there. More diamonds. Once I think I'm actually good on diamonds. Come on. There is the tier refinery module that I need. Also grab this titanium. And this scrap metal, because the scrap metal can be turned into titanium. I should also pick up spare research refinery modules, because I believe I need their intel to actually make the module. And as I believe I said before, I only had enough to actually research it, not actually make it. Let's try to cut through here. We're good. There's one module that I need, and I don't have enough space for it. Take out the crystal, actually. Come on, get up. Grab that. Grab this furnace, because why not? Grab this titanium here. And then this titanium here. Transmission here, because those pieces are hard to get, and the only way to actually get them is through either picking them up that way or killing off cogs of the various appropriate level. Of course, I could also find their heads, which seems a little bit morbid. Also grab this destroyed refinery module, just simply because I don't know how much intel I actually need. And these diamonds, because I can't, because inventory is filled. So I don't want to leave 10 diamonds behind, so let's actually yank these out and this thing. And go back for these diamonds. Go back for these diamonds. Let's head back to Area 2 to finish the refit. I don't think I can grab the scrap. I can grab the scrap. Okay. That's the tunnel down, so let's pop back up at the mountain view. Okay, so hopefully I picked up enough titanium ore and scrap that I need to make enough plates to actually finish building the remaining turrets. And then I stopped to think it would probably actually go to start making bolts first, but I think I'm actually good on bolts and tubes. And if not, then I guess I head back into Area 3 to get more titanium. But I should have enough iron to finish the mortar turrets. And, yeah, I think that's the only other thing I had in the, waiting to be built that I didn't have enough resources for. And I could actually just simply turn everything on. As well as open the windows for once. Even though everything's still gray, so it's pretty much just ash everywhere. And, yeah, I have 27 titanium ore, which should get me 27 plates. I would say it's currently refining copper, but I think it's a second refinery thing. Yeah, it's making the bolts first, and then it'll probably consume everything into the tubes. And then it'll... Oh, that's iron. Yeah, it should be... It'll make 4 tubes, and then make the plates, so... I mean, they do need tubes, as well as bolts. So that's 3, 4, and 5 more, 9, and then 10. So that should be 19 titanium I need. So I should have plenty of titanium. What is it refining if it's not refining the titanium? This is production. Okay, so it's actually refining the iron and copper first. That's why it's not refining the titanium. But once those are done... That should actually have upgraded. Yeah, that did upgrade. And, well, I'm making plenty of power. Do have one spare quest, which is build the advanced refinery module, which material is this part in this island, the toughest you can find around here. I'm sorry, the materials in this part of the island are the toughest you can find around here. We're going to need an advanced refinery module to get enough heat for making the ingots. We're worth it as it gives us access to the latest technology. To accept that, I need to produce 9 titanium ingots. So, I said 15. I should have enough, so we'll eventually produce them once it gets done making all the iron. In fact, let's actually just put it in the queue right off the bat. Alright, so it got done making the mortar turrets. So it should... Why am I hearing explosions? You know what? I don't want to know why I'm hearing explosions. So long as the explosions aren't happening right outside the drill ship, I really shouldn't care. But anyway, it's now making the titanium ingots probably as quickly as it's using them. And once that's done... Alright, so I would assume once that's done, it's going to give me a quest to upgrade the research module. And once the sniper turrets are done, I can put them in place, and I think even the storages are done. Are they done? Where are they? Huh. Turret. No, I'm not actually seeing storage modules. I need more titanium for that, so I'm going to need titanium anyway. So I'm actually not going to put the storage modules in, just so that way I can stop confusing things. It'll probably make the turrets and then the refinery. But anyway, once the turrets are done and in place, I can go back on the offensive, and I can basically, well, go back and take the fight to the cogs, I believe, is the term most people use. But that is all going to be another issue for another day, because I'm going... Yeah, see, it's already done. As I was saying, but that's all going to be another issue for another day, because I'm going to call it here.
Everybody stay safe from the plague, and have a good day.